Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of terminological studies and especially Islamic terms and how we should understand our terms according to their Quranic context. Because the problem of Ummah Islamiyah today is a problem of misunderstanding. And I wrote an article last week in this subject about terminological crisis, Azmat al-Mustalahat. And that's why I select today the terms of jihad to talk about it, because it's one of the terms that media speaks a lot. So as we know that the non-Muslim people in Western societies today think that this term of jihad has a terrorist significations. But let's go to Quran and Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to discover the real meaning of these terms and other terms, inshallah. So the first step, if we want to discuss an Islamic subject or an Islamic topic, the first step is to collect the verses and the hadith of the Prophet which talk about this subject. For example, when we talk about jihad, we should look for the words or the verses that talk about jihad and killing and al-jihad and also the war, for example, because we have some verses which talk about war. To understand the real meaning of these terms according to their Quranic context, and because of this respect of this rule, we contribute in giving a bad image about Islam. So we should look about the relation between those terms: jihad, killing, and war. Take for example when Allah Azza wa Jal said in Quran in verse وَقَاتِلُوا الْمُشْرِكِينَ كَافَّةً كَمَا يُقَاتِلُونَكُمْ كَافَّةً. Some people think that Quran invites people to killing al-mushrikeen. And in hadith of the Prophet, when he said أُمِرْتُ أَنْ أُقَاتِلَ النَّاسِ, some people think that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, invite or insist for killing people. And this is not true. On the other hand, we have, for example, some verses when Allah Azza wa Jal said لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم وتقسطوا إليهم إن الله يحب المقسطين. And the Imam al-Qarafi in his book Al-Furuq talk in details about the meaning of this verse. And also we have the verse when Allah Azza wa Jal said كتب عليكم القتال وهو كره لكم وعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم. And in this verse the human soul hates the war. So if we don't understand the meaning of each verse in his context, we think that we have a contradiction. But in the reality, we don't have any contradiction between the verses of Sharia al-Islami. So the question is how we should understand our terms according to their Quranic context. So this is a general idea about the importance of terminological studies and especially Islamic terms, and how we should understand these terms according to Quran and Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, using the scientific method in dealing with verses and the hadith by collecting them to understand the real meaning, and also to avoid the mistakes that Orientalist people, for example, made in the past. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the next presentation I will talk about other terms, inshallah.